Regan Slaymaker for Not Just Boxing. I have the pleasure to be joined by the domestic super middleweight king, Callum Simpson. Callum, my first question, mate, how are you?
I like that introduction. No, very good, thank you, mate. Yourself?
I'm all good. All the better to when I got back from the Ring Magazine Awards on Saturday night. I was unfortunately not in Sheffield, but I was in London, and I see you knock out Steed Woodall inside 2 rounds to still be British and Commonwealth champion. Talk to me, how was that win for you, my friend?
It was a massive win, mate. You know, a great win for me. I thought it was going to be a much tougher fight. I trained extremely hard of this camp, and when it first got announced, I thought I'll beat Steed, probably be on points, but I'm going to beat him. And then as camp were going on, and I was sparring very well, training were going very well, I thought this guy's getting knocked out, he's getting stopped. I thought it'd be a bit later, but you know, I caught him with a right uppercut that knocked him out. I think the left hand walking back up, and then the right hand knocked him back down again. And then you know, he got up on unsteady legs, put it back on him straight away. And for me, the referee saved him because that were only going one way, mate. I know people say the referee jumped in early, and for me, I were annoyed because I wanted to. I was thinking, not yet. Like, don't do it yet. Like, let me take care of him properly. But like, so the referee jumped in, and yeah, saved him, to be honest.
Definitely, there was a lot of conversation about the knockout. Obviously, I understand the scepticism, like you said, but at the end of the day, the combination of punches that you put him down with the first time, there was really no way it could carry on the fight after that.
Yeah, I think as well. He got, even when he got up for the first time, he got up on 9, I think, or just after 9. So if anything, it should have been stopped then. But you know, he got with it, and again, I caught him with a jab, and he stepped back, and his legs were stiffened, and he were on the ropes. And if you watch, someone said, I think I saw someone say he tried to punch back, but he tried to punch back after the referee had already pushed me away and moved me away. And if you watch it, he weren't defending himself properly. He weren't in a position to be able to punch me back. And he were under caution. It were only going one way.
Definitely, no. I think there's a difference between punching on instinct and punching actually knowing where you're punching as well. But yeah, we spoke in the press conference on the Wednesday, and I spoke to your promoter Ben Shalom, and they basically said that Ben said that you were defending another fight at Oakwell in the summer. We were speaking about the European title. It was all potentials at that point. But that is a massive, massive occasion in the summer at Oakwell, isn't it?
Absolutely a massive occasion. You know, we saw what we did last summer at Oakwell. And we saw that 7,000 East Stand on a beautiful summer's day, and they're gonna do the same again. But this time, we're gonna use a full stadium. You know, I've been talking to some of the boxer on Saturday. Sorry, we're looking at least 16,000, 17,000. Wow. Using the ring in middle at pitch. Yeah, we're going all out, mate. Go hard or go home.
Definitely doesn't. I remember I saw an interview with Boxing News' Andy Purwall, and they mentioned Liam Cameron, obviously someone that you've done some sparring with. Obviously, that is a huge Yorkshire clash that, I mean, if there's any chance, if you're not going to sell out that stadium by yourself, bringing Liam Cameron into the mix, who's becoming a fan favourite, that's a massive, massive fight for Yorkshire as well.
Yeah, it's a huge fight, mate, a huge domestic class. Probably the biggest, I think that fight is the biggest commercially, the biggest fight I could have. And I think anyone that's from Yorkshire or even from Barnsley and Sheffield, they know how big that would be. You know, I'm Barnsley FC, he's Sheffield United. But that'll sell out straight away. That'll probably sell out quicker than the 7,000 did. But other than that fight, I've been sparring Liam for about 10 years now. Well, for years, mate. For years when I were amateur, and he were fighting for the Commonwealth. And we sparred about a year ago, and I knew I was going to be fighting for the British. It weren't announced yet. I didn't know for definite, but I knew I was going to win the British. I knew I was going to get it. And after a spar, I said to him, you know what, Liam? I said, I'm going to win the British this year, and when I do, I promise you a defence. I promise you a defence. And there's interviews from after I fought at Oakwell, because before the last Belmitica fight got announced, you know, me and him were going back and forth like, well, defend it again, let's do it. And he were calling for that fight, I was calling for that fight. Then he got a good offer from Whittaker, and he took that instead. So since then, he had a good performance on that. And if the Whittaker fight does fall through, that might be happening. If it falls through, the fight at Oakwell's there for him. Definitely.
It definitely is, and I mean, I'm all down for it. And can I just say, on a personal level, 2 great guys in the ring as well. Yeah. Another fight that kind of was talked about, Big Mo actually mentioned this at the press conference. Obviously, promotional rivalries, obviously with Liam being Queensbury, sometimes it can be quite difficult. But Mark Jeffers is a part of the boxer stable. Mark kind of obviously beat Zach Chelly and then kind of Zach got a win and then overtook him to get a British title shot. Mark is also another guy that is deserving of that British title shot. Obviously, you might be looking a little bit above him, but that is also a cracking fight between you two.
Yes, again, that's another good fight. That's another good fight. I think it's a massive fight for Mark. Is it a massive fight for me? I don't know. It could be that's a very possible opponent. But I think if I fight Mark, I beat him, and he'll just say he's a middleweight and go back down to middleweight because that's what he is. You know, I think I'm too big for him. But yeah, I don't think I get the credit that I deserve for beating Jeffers. But again, we've got many options, and he is one option. You know, obviously he's going to be calling my name. You know, I'm the guy, and I've got a target on my back. He wants a fight. It's the biggest fight available for him. But again, it's not. It could be the biggest fight for me, but it's for me to speak to management and promoter and see if that's the fight that they want to make. So if they do, we'll make it. I'll beat him, no problem at all. But again, I'm in a great position now. You know, British Commonwealth, WBA. Just won the WBO Intercontinental title the weekend. So when the rankings come out next month, I should be ranked top 10 with 3 world governing bodies. Before the fight, I was ranked second with EBU. I'm ranked first at UK. So we'll see where the rankings go next month. And it could be European title for that fight. It might be a defender to the British. It might be even further on. Who knows? But we've got so many. Like I said, we're in a great position. We've got so many options. It's just about picking the right one.
Definitely do, and I mean, I'm looking forward to coming to Barnsley to watch you fight, mate. My final one, Callum. I mean, if we're at the presser for Beterbiev Bivol 2,
yeah.
I mean, I want to get your favourite fight on this card and how you think it's going to go. Just to round off this interview, Callum.
Favourite fight, I'm going to go for Buatsi Smith. I'm going to go for Buatsi Smith because I think Smith's proven his world level at super middleweight. He's now stepped up. What has he got left? Is he still world level at light heavyweight? Joshua Buatsi is not shown that world level, that world class yet. Or I think it's just from the opponents. I don't know. He's shown glimpses of that it could be. He's shown it in moments, but not consistently. So I feel like the fight's so close. It's going to be one of them fights where it could be so. Yeah. So I don't know the winner could be. So many unanswered questions. So it'll be interesting to see.
If I had to push you for a prediction, Callum, I know you were sitting on the fence a little bit there, but if I had to push you for one, who are you picking between Joshua Buatsi and Callum Smith?
Just because of his experience and what he's already done, and it is proven to be world level, I would have to go for Smith points. But that's just because you've not seen it from Buatsi yet. And again, I think it's going to be very close. Buatsi might batter him. I just feel like Buatsi's not proven at world level yet. That's all.
Perfect. Callum Simpson, I'll leave it there. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, mate. I appreciate it.
Looking forward to seeing what's next, my friend. Thank you very much.
Cheers.